New York City's mayor says 12 people have been killed in a Bronx apartment building fire, including a child around 1 year old. December 28, New York, AP, the latest on deadly Bronx apartment building fire, all times local. 11:15 p.m. Residents of a Bronx apartment building where a deadly fire broke out are describing a chaotic scene. The blaze Thursday night left 12 people dead, including a child around a year old, and 4 more people fighting for their lives. 59-year-old Thierno Diallo says he was asleep in his ground floor apartment when he heard banging on the door. Diallo says it took him a moment to realize what was happening. He says he heard people screaming, "There's a fire in the building." He ran out in his bathrobe, jacket, and sandals. Neighborhood resident Robert Gonzalez, who has a friend who lives in the building, says she got out on a fire escape. Fire Commissioner Daniel Negro has called the fire historic in its magnitude because of the number of lives lost. Caption close. 10 p.m. New York City's mayor says 12 people have been killed in a Bronx apartment building fire, including a child around a year old. Democratic Mayor Bill de Blasio said during a briefing late Thursday that additional residents of the building were fighting for their lives with serious injuries. Fire Commissioner Daniel Negro called the fire historic in its magnitude because of the number of lives lost. The fire was reported just before 7 p.m. at a 5-story building a block from the Bronx Zoo. About 170 firefighters fought the fire and rescued fleeing tenants, working in temperatures in the teens. 8:50 p.m. The New York City mayor's press secretary says at least 6 people have died in a blaze at a Bronx apartment building on a frigid night, and several more have been injured. Press Secretary Eric Phillips says the eventual toll is still uncertain. The Fire Department of New York said earlier that 15 people were seriously injured in the fire near the Bronx Zoo Thursday night. About 170 firefighters are at the 5-story, walk-up apartment house. Democratic Mayor Bill de Blasio also plans to head there. Temperatures are in the teens in New York, with winds making it feel like single digits. One of the deadliest fires in recent memory happened elsewhere in the Bronx in 2007. 9 children and 1 adult died in a blaze sparked by a space heater. 10 p.m. The Fire Department of New York says a blaze raging in a Bronx apartment building has seriously injured 15 people. The FDNY says in a tweet that's the number of injuries currently reported from the fire near the Bronx Zoo. FDNY photos show ladders stretched to the roof of the 5-story building. Some 170 firefighters are on the scene. City Department of Buildings records show the building is a walk-up apartment house. City officials are advising people in the area to close their windows to keep out the smoke.